5-piece bedroom set. And that's not all. More spectacular savings in a moment.
From the Information Center of First Coast News, your news leader. This is First Coast News at 11.
Well, as Kim reminded us, it's almost November, which means holidays are really just around the corner, and now the economy is slowly starting to recover from its slump.
But did you know there is a surefire way to make some cold, hard cash, and it could be sitting in your jewelry box unnoticed right now. Jacqueline Bernard is here tonight, and Jackie, you went to a number of stores to check on selling gold. How easy is it?
Pretty easy, guys. I can tell you each case only took a few minutes. Each store gave us a different price, and what we learned is you need to know a few things before you go out to sell your gold.
Stores to check on selling gold. How easy is it?
Pretty easy, guys. I can tell you each case only took a few minutes. Each store gave us a different price, and what we learned is you need to know a few things before you go out to sell your gold.
And that has an effect every day on what gold's going to be.
And after doing that,
go ahead and admit it. You've got a little stash of something, a necklace and a ring that are old or broken. It all usually sits at the bottom of a jewelry box, like Prima Rogaspi's, who just found a few pieces of gold she forgot she even had.
I was cleaning my jewelry box and I found some pieces that are broken, you know, outdated. I said, let me just take this to a jeweler and see what I'm going to get for it.
The market to sell gold is a golden opportunity right now. The price of a single ounce has set records recently. And jewelers are all looking to buy up what you don't want. Rogaspi took in her 2 broken necklaces, 1 earring, and a couple of rings to get a price.
I said, are you kidding? And they said, yeah.
And that's how
we then decided to see what we could get. First, we took our gold jewelry, a clasped ring, another ring with a stone, an old engagement ring, 2 bracelets, and a chain with a cross, to Underwood's and Miriam's in San Marco.
I went through and I cleaned a small section of each piece. I looked at it under the microscope.
Michael Richards at Underwood's tested all of our gold for us to give us an idea of what we should be offered.
If you were offered $610 or up, that would be a fair price. If someone offered you less than that, it's probably not the best value for you.
The quote included everything but this ring. Underwood said the old engagement ring could be worth a couple hundred, but it does not buy this kind of ring for scrap gold.
If I don't like the gold, because I don't...
Miriam Alexander of Miriam's weighed and examined our jewelry too.
Well, I'm actually just looking to see how it's stamped. If it's stamped 14 karat or 10 or 18 karat.
Or 20 grams of 10 karat gold and 60.2 grams of 14 karat gold.
I have a total of $1,140.
The difference is due to a number of reasons. Underwood's didn't want this ring and Miriam's did. Underwood's does not melt its own gold. They pay someone else to do it.
We're a mom and pop store here, and we are not out hiring people to buy our gold. So therefore, we're going to pay higher prices.
Once we set the price range, we sent a First Coast News employee undercover to 11 different jewelry stores and pawn shops from Fernandina Beach to Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
I said I got to clean out my mom's house.
The price of gold on this day was hovering around the $1,040 mark. At the gold exchange, we were offered $638 for everything. Beards, $850. Value Pawn offered $750, and Aaliyah's jewelry,
$700 cash. You offered cash? He offered cash.
The lowest bid came from Florida Cash and Pawn for $500. The highest was Hemming Plaza Jewelers, who offered $964.
You should go to someone you trust. There are so many ways that an unfair price could be arrived at.
The experts say before you make the final deal, always shop around. Something else you need to know is the price of gold. It fluctuates throughout the day. Also, try and weigh your gold beforehand so you know what you have. And make sure to find out if the store melts its own gold. And one more thing.
We have to fill out a lot of forms and fingerprint, and that's for the police department.
If they don't ask for you to fill out those forms or get your fingerprint, beware.
I did a couple of forms and they took my fingerprints. That was about it. It was fast. I mean, and they gave me a check.
And $1,400 later.
I was very happy.
That old gold turned into some new cash for her to spend.
So to give you an idea of how the price of gold can fluctuate, today it jumped from $1,032 to $1,047. It goes up and down based on the stock market. And guys, we told you to measure your jewelry before you actually go in so you know what you've got and you don't get ripped off. We bought this scale at a local discount store. Very easy to use. You just turn it on and measures in grams and ounces. Let me see your ring, your wedding ring. I know your wife will be very upset for taking it off.
With this.
Let's see what we got here. I think is it 6? I can't read it.
I can't see it either.
Well, let me look here. I think it's 6. It's actually 5 grams, Shannon. So there you go.
Well,
so if you get strapped for cash, you know.
Honey? Well, that was really interesting because you see those signs all the way.